Facts.
Yeah?
I have something to tell you. Today, we're making a video on someone.
Oh, who was it this time?
It's Jack Doherty.
Oh, that lovely fella.
I'm pretty sure you called him the C word earlier.
Quite a few times, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Well, today we're covering him thanks to a content creator named Zevi. And they gave us permission to check out their video, which covers this incredible douchebag. See, you may not know it, my dear, sweet viewer. I am just a little bean filled with drama. Drama, I tell you. Drama. And the drama today is Jack Doherty. But hey, Max, take it away. Tell them to like and subscribe.
Well, if you haven't already, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Check out our Patreon and see the uncut and early versions of everything we do on these channels. And of course, hit pets. Subscribe.
Oh my god. Subscribe for head pets. Let's get into it. So, I know that Fax hates this person more than I expected him to, because he started yelling a bunch of cuss words.
Oh, bro, no, wait, hold on. I thought you were meaning the person on screen. I was like, what?
Oh my god, no!
I was like, what?
No, we like this YouTuber.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah,
we're talking about Jack Doherty. Yeah. We're talking about...
Yeah.
Wait, why though? I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? Okay, never mind.
You don't know who Jack Doherty is?
I've seen him. Like, I know he gets a lot of hate, but I don't know why.
Oh my god, this video got so much better because I am a hater. Fax is a mega hater, and you're gonna become one too now. Oh, this is so exciting. All right. All right, let's see. Dude, I'm like scheming. I'm so excited. You don't understand the brain rot I have from looking up internet drama. That Jack Doherty sucks.
Really?
The worst.
He's actually a garbage human being. And then there's gonna be some people watching who are like, I don't know who Jack Doherty is, but that seems really harsh of you to say, Alicia. And to that I say, oh, just wait. You gonna be agreeing real soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Let's do it.
Now, fun fact, I'm not on social media that much, so there's a lot of topics that I just didn't really know much about.
Oh, you
I
done?
decided to make it my mission to fill in those gaps, and I instantly regretted it because I found out about a man named Jack Doherty. Now, if you're like me, you probably heard, oh, Jack Doherty, he's not that great. But he's worse than you can possibly imagine.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
I love the fact he said, I instantly regretted it.
Yes. Listen, Jack Doherty sucks so much.
Is he that bad?
Oh, he's that bad. He's that bad. Oh my god, I'm so excited. If there's anything missing from this, I will fill you in too. Don't worry.
Oh, you know the complete lore.
I just had a fact he has a do-rag on.
Yeah, he
My
does.
fellow brother.
Winning.
See, Jack Doherty had a problem. It seems like he just doesn't process emotions the same way you and I do. And if you're a sociopath and you can't process emotions, then I'm sorry. Now, what happens when a sociopath becomes a YouTuber? Well, let's find out. All right, so it turns out Jack Doherty starts as one of those pranksters, you know, fastest way to get a massive following. You go around, you ruin people's day and say, no, it's just a prank. Now, like I said in my Johnny Somali video, a lot of times with these pranks,
we definitely gotta watch that one too. We definitely gotta watch that one too. That's another piece of shit.
Okay.
Do you know what that person done?
No.
Oh my god, Don!
I'm social. And the thing is, I don't do the drama stuff. I just,
don't
you know
worry.
what I mean?
It's good. It's good that you don't know because it makes for great videos. Oh my god.
I only really know about like the recent stuff with him, with the whole career and that. And
I even know about his current law, his law bullshit. Like I know everything.
Law? What did he commit? Crime?
Oh yeah, he committed crimes, baby. Not even just a singular. Multiple charges.
Multiple countries.
Multiple countries.
What?
He's currently held. Oh man. Okay, I'm not gonna go into that because we're gonna have a separate video about that.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
subscribe.
Right,
we will go over that. Jack Doherty. I also know his most recent stuff about him too for this part. So I got you.
Yep.
I got you. It's bad. I'm so brain rotted. I listen. I'm a VTuber. Does it look like I go outside? No. I have rat ears. I know so much.
Did you get those tricked out?
You gotta keep upping the stakes because people get bored really quick with that type of content. Now pause, he didn't quite start his career off as a YouTube prankster, but this is more like when everybody knew his name. Kind of like how Kai Cenat started by making funny videos, but you know Kai Cenat as being like a massive streamer. So Jack Doherty as a prankster already has a following and he already has a lot of money. And we'll get into why he has a lot of money in a second. But let's start with he's a prankster. So he's walking around doing his hardcore pranks, knucking and bucking at people. What? And it turns out some people were like that. So they're like, what? Jack says, nah, it's just a prank. They said, prank these hands. Jack said,
Okay, I love this guy. I love this guy so much. So like, I DM'd him to ask if we could react to his videos. I was like, okay, cool, because Dom was like, yo, I saw this guy on TikTok before. You know, he's really funny, and he like talks about recent events. And I was like, okay, cool. So I reached out to him, asked, hey, can we react to your video? He said, sure. And I'm like, girl, you are a vibe. You are a vibe. Oh my God. His personality shines.
The TikToks are just like this as well. Like the content's the same.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. I think I saw one about Ronald Reagan or something to do with the American president. Is one I saw of him. I can't remember which one it was,
Cool.
Just that intro that he has, like some had a problem, is like iconic for him.
Oh, okay. I'm learning more about this creator. Cool.
Beans can hurt me. Remember, he has some cash at this point, so he hires a bodyguard, and that kind of pisses people
6'9",
off,
damn.
because
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna give you a little bit more backstory to Jack Doherty from like brain rotted Alicia time.
Okay.
So originally he started off as just being like a really annoying little when he was like in his early teens, like maybe like around 12, 13 years old. He was really into Fortnite at the time. So what he did was he would try to donate to larger streamers using his parents' credit card to try to make them say things on stream. He particularly used to target Ninja in particular.
Makes sense. Ninja was huge.
Yeah, to be the next thing he did to be like a nuisance streamer or a nuisance video creator was he'd go to Walmart, walk all the way to their back room, like, and then turn off their like breakers to turn off the electricity in the building.
What?
Yeah. So he did that more than once, and then from there he escalated again, and he ended up getting on Dr. Phil. That's where his popularity actually took a massive step. Was that he went to Dr. Phil, and they were like, "Hey, your kid's a spoiled piece of shit. What's going on?" And the dad was like, "Yeah, my kid's a spoiled piece of shit. Not much I can do."
What? It just came up?
Sometimes you gotta throw these hands at kids when they start acting like it. Because what, at 13, you're not even a kid no more. Your actions will.
And the dad enabled him. He would let him drive his brother's car when he's underage, no learner's license. There's a video of him literally doing it, and the dad being in on it. And when the brother got mad about it, the parents got mad at the brother for being upset about it.
What?
So
yeah.
Parents, basically.
No, that's insane.
Parents.
Parents.
Which makes for an even kid.
Child, yeah, fair play.
Yep.
Okay.
And now it
All right.
escalates and escalates because
Keeps
he
going.
is trying to become more and more of a nuisance, right? It's no longer good enough just to pull a prank on his family member. It's no longer good enough just to turn off lights in a building. Now he needs to go further. And that's where our homeboy right here said, hey, he started trying to throw hands with people. But by the way he was throwing hands, he would literally just body check them. He would walk into people like a NPC and not move out of the way, right? And then people would be like, dude, what the watch where you're going. Or he would say that to hit them too. He'd be like, dude, watch where you're going. And then they're like, you walked into me. And then he would start being like, what, bro? You want to go? You want to go? Then people started actually fighting him back though when he started doing that. And that's when he got the bodyguard. All right, now so that's where we continue from.
Okay.
what he was doing his knucking and bucking pranks, cussing people out, bumping into people, getting big in front of people like, what? And then his bodyguard would step in. Then Jack would keep going, what? Kind of reminds me of Joffrey from Game of Thrones. He's like,
ego on this kid.
Joffrey!
I got a massive person in front.
I don't know Game of Thrones, but this look like a rat. Is that true?
Joffrey is amazing.
Oh,
Let's just move on.
interesting. Is that a hot
Okay,
take? YouTube comments. Let me know if it's a hot take. I haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Front of me. And well, it turns out Jack would come to regret this soon enough. He goes to a party with his massive bodyguard. He doing his old content thing,
This is the
being
part
a
I know.
nuisance. He said something rude to the party host, and some of the guests didn't like that. So they said, yo, Jack, what's going on? Jack said, what? They said, what? He said, oh. Jack said, y'all gotta chill. His bodyguard steps in, and Jack goes, now what? What? His bodyguard comes what's going on? Now, Jack's bodyguard is big, and he African American. Now that's actually very important. in the story.
Oh, sorry. I love him. I love the way he did that. That made my heart happy. He said it with emphasis.
Yeah.
I love when someone tells me a story and they get into it. Thank you, bestie. eat.
It's actually very important to this story because there's an RDC World video that explains this perfectly. We know when another black person is crazy, and black crazy is a little tough because at a certain point, they just want to throw hands. As soon as Jack...
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yo, you ever hit the stutter into the you know what? I just no, fuck you.
Do you know who gives you that vibe? Coma. I feel like if you get to the point of coma, he would just throw hands.
Yeah.
Like, his Coma's a big, friendly person, but if you get to that point, he's like, yeah, no, cool, we're throwing. And there's nothing you could do but throw.
You know what? Editors to this video, put a picture of Coma on screen right now. That would. That would. Look at him. Okay, he got crazy eyes. He got friendly eyes, but crazy eyes. You know what I'm saying?
I mean...
Yep.
Bodyguard steps in the frame. He said, man, I don't care about none of that. Stop all that talking. Oh, he crazy. He don't want to solve no situation. He just said, stop talking. He praying to God that person don't stop talking. That person don't stop talking. He says, yo, Jack, why is I said stop talking? And at this point, credit to Jack, because he actually has a little bit of sense. He says, yo, he tells the dude, yo, stop talking. He looks at his bodyguard. He goes, yo, chill. But his bodyguard not hearing Jack. He don't care about his job. He's there to throw hands. Are you not listening? The people that had a confrontation with Jack were looking at the bodyguard. They're like, look, bodyguard, yeah. Knocks boy out. Jack, after he runs a little bit because he got scared, says, yo, why? Now to all my fellow Africans, what did the bodyguard say next? Did he say, oh man, that's my fault?
Oh my God, hold on. We need to put the subtitles down so we can read this. Hold on.
Or did he say, man, line them up. I don't care about nothing.
Line them up.
Yes, as you can imagine, it was the second thing. So the dude that got laid out sues Jack and his bodyguard because it turns out the dude Jack hired, the bodyguard, had a record for basically doing the same thing. He was debating.
What?
Yep.
So that's kind of Jack's for not doing a background check.
Oh, he probably already been knowing. That's probably why he hired him, to be honest.
Oh, he was like, you'll protect me no matter what the situation.
I mean, to be honest, this is like a clout-hungry demon. That's who we're dealing with.
It's that bad.
Okay, you know what, Bestie? The fact that you said it's that bad means
because thus far, like I get the pranking stuff, but a lot of people have done that. So I'm just kind of like, okay, cool.
Oh, it escalates.
The throwing hands thing, like
this is the beginning.
I mean, this is only 3 minutes in. Yeah, fair play.
The video of the bodyguard hitting the dude was crazy. I feel like that guy's face was indented.
Yeah,
that shit was insane.
Yeah,
it was that bad.
Oh, yeah.
It was crazy, bro.
Ooh, yeah, not good. It was not good. It was not good.
I thought he broke him like completely.
Yeah, you do see all the people start. They started freaking out when they saw him fold. They started freaking out.
Off camera. We need to look it off camera.
We cannot put in the YouTube video. You cannot put the actual the full hit in the YouTube video. There's no way. But yeah, you got to see it.
Just was with everybody. A fan tried to come up to the baby. It was a female fan. She said, hey, what's good, the baby? He said, yee, you too close. Throwing hands, yee. The baby probably like, damn. Well, actually, maybe that's not what the baby said, because the baby kept them. And bodyguard does this on 2 other occasions. And then Jack hires him. So that's why Jack gets sued. The people were like, yo, this dude was wilding out. You should have seen his record. This is kind of your fault. You can't control your bodyguard. And obviously, bodyguard, you in trouble. Now, the case is still ongoing, but it's not looking good for Jack and the bodyguard because all of this is caught on camera. Why? Because Jack captures everything on camera. And remember that emotion thing we talked about afterwards? He's like, yo, my bodyguard tripping.
It's so accurate.
Like, no, this is serious. Jack's like, oh, I'm rich though. Let's talk about how he's rich. Now, Jack seems to have a lot of money. A lot of money. YouTube ain't paying those bills. And a lot of times to get that money, you got to do shady things. Well, Jack decides, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take girls, have those girls create accounts on only a word I can't say. Look in the comments if you might be confused. And when they make money, they give me some of that money. Why? Well, because I'm going to promote them.
What the?
Ain't no way! Now our video's demonetized or age restricted. You can't say the word.
We can bleep it. We can mute the word, Alicia.
Okay, so a little bit about this. Actually, I'm gonna let him keep explaining, and if he doesn't say the additional part I was gonna say, then I'll let you guys know about it.
So not only is because they make bread off of that though, right?
Yeah, so the thing is that pimps, how it works is that you make a percentage of what the girls make on the platform. But the reason why people even sign with them in the first place is because the pimp has a lot of clout. So they can use that to like to garner an audience right away rather than building up slowly, right? So two of my like really close friends are in the top 0.001% of only. Love them to death. Besties, keep selling you. See, love that for you. But like the thing is though, is that the insane amount of money they make is that even if you took like 30% of that, you'd be a multimillionaire.
Really?
Yeah, my friends make millions a month.
Whoa.
With an M. Yeah.
Let me sign up to OnlyCans. My days.
Yeah. It's incredible like how well they do. And I love that for them. It's so good to see. And like the thing is though, is a lot of people like for them they were established cosplayers, which like helped them when they went into only work, right? But a lot of people don't have that. They don't have the clout prior to help push them in the algorithm or to help push them in promotion. So what they do is they end up signing with these like sleazy ass dudes. But in Jack Doherty's case, he got really predatory. What he did was he would take girls who are 17 years old, allegedly, and make a yacht party on their birthday. And on the yacht, the moment they turn 18, he'd make them sign the contract while they're drunk.
What in the ditty? Nah.
So he is like evil incarnate. So it wasn't just like signing girls who are like, you know, ready to start that part of their career. It's getting them inebriated when they're 17, waiting until the clock strikes so they turn 18, getting them to sign a contract while inebriated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And some of the situations, allegedly, he actually directly put his own banking information into their accounts rather than having their own. So they'd have to get paid out through him directly for some of the situations.
So they might
allegedly.
not even got paid.
Yeah.
Oh my
So,
God, he's a horrible person.
Oh, it keeps getting worse, honey. Oh, it keeps getting worse.
Wow.
Followers. Now, what does that sound like to you? Regardless, a bunch of girls buy in. And because he's promoting them in videos, he's making a lot of money. And how he promotes them is he shows them off in his video just doing meaningful things. Like, oh, look at my friend. She's in a bikini. I'm not saying go search her up or anything, but she's in a bikini. If you want to search her up, then well. And a lot of times people want to see more of that girl, especially because Jack's audience is on the younger side, really young. Again, they go over, buy that girl's content. That girl gives Jack some money. Now this made him stacks because he had a lot of girls doing it, but here's where things start to get wicked. Combined with all the stuff he's doing with the prank stuff, because he's doing that at this time too to get his name more out there as well. People are starting to see his business model, and then his friends come out. They say, oh yeah, all that true. They said Jack is targeting the youth, so they go to those girls' websites. But they say on top of all that, Jack's lack of emotional awareness is astonishing. They say, and he's very open about it. This ain't no secret. When you walk into the house, he says, I'm about the money. I don't care what happens to you. Jack about his paper. He don't give a fuck about nothing.
Jesus Christ, he says
Jack,
that?
If you use that line, you finna owe me some money. Anyway, they said, well, they used to do the same things as Jack, you know, kid stuff. They used to go over, do the pranks and stuff. But then Jack would start taking things a little too far. They've been making videos with Jack for a very long time, but they said when they would go to the store, Jack would take some food, eat it, throw the food back. They'd be like, Jack, come on, bro, you're not gonna pay for that? You know, we all got money. Jack like, nah, bro, I'm doing it for the love of the game. He had no boundaries. He would just be like, let's see who can steal the most. They'd be like, no, that's not funny. Who said it was funny? They say,
yeah, he's that much of a sick.
Worse and worse and worse.
He's weird,
Joffrey
man.
picture threw me off, boy. Oh my God, there's no way. He's not doing it for the love of the game. That's crazy.
He just be stealing to steal because of like weird, man.
Until he got money, but yeah, nah, and not even finish it, just eating and dashing. Nah.
Yeah.
You bugging, so they all left. They realized, you know, something was up with him. He makes a video
Smart.
talking about, yo, y'all jealous. People hate when they don't got as much shine as you. Everybody waiting for him to talk about more because his friends brought up a lot of stuff. They said they tried to help him, they tried to talk to him, nothing was working. But that's it. That's all he said. He said they hating. Everybody said, oh, he weird. And then he takes it a step further. Bro is driving one day. And remember, he filmed everything. So he's live streaming while driving. Bro's looking at his phone. Now he's driving while the rain is pouring. Now I don't know if you've ever driven while it's raining super heavy, but I feel like if you can look away from the road and not be terrified when it's raining that heavy, you're insane. But bro on his phone, chilling, talking about, man, what are these messages on? His boy filming the camera like, go ahead, Jack. Boom, all of a sudden, Jack's car starts hydroplaning. Again, if you've ever driven in the rain, this has probably happened to you. The friction of your tires, blah, blah, blah. We won't get into sciencey stuff, but your car starts slipping around because of the rain. You basically lose control of your car. He loses control of his McLaren. Boom, crashes into a wall. Now what happens next? It's shocking. Jack and
Tell me.
You gonna witness the biggest sociopathy you've ever witnessed on YouTube. You gonna witness a mofo who genuinely does not feel.
Well, okay.
I have a question for you, Don, since you don't know this scenario. In fact, do you know the scenario in particular? No.
My God, do I ever.
Okay. Don, we got a question for you then, for someone who does not know the scenario.
Okay.
Do you think he, A, made sure his camera caught the whole thing? B, checked on his friend who was holding the camera? Or C, make sure he got thumbnail faces?
He did say it's all about the camera, like the money records everything. So maybe check if the recording was okay, I would say.
You know what? All those answers would be right, except for B. He did not give a about his friend.
Well, the guy holding the camera.
The guy holding the camera, he did not give a That guy was bleeding in the car, Don. Bleeding in the car. He was in the passenger seat bleeding.
First thing he does? Oh my God.
You got that right? Oh my God, my car. You got that though, right? Oh.
As blood's rushing down his fucking face.
Yeah, and the paramedics come for the guy too. And like, the worst part is, at one point during it, when you watch the full thing, Jack Doherty literally goes up to his friend who's still trying to hold the camera and goes, come on, get this, while the paramedics are trying to check him.
What?
So the paramedics are trying to check the friend who's holding the camera, and Jack is still like, hey, get this. And his friend has a head injury right now. He's more focused on getting the shot of him with his McLaren.
And then
There's
the cops come in
Yeah.
and like ask him about everything. He just like did lies about everything completely. He's like, oh, I don't know what happened. Even though he's like literally looking at chat whilst he's driving and speeds up.
He speeds up during that, by the way. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, he just goes another like 20 miles faster. Oh, out of nowhere, we're sliding. Who would have guessed that? That's crazy.
Like when he looked down at his phone, he chose to speed up during that time. Like it was, you hear the car starting to go faster. Like it's insane. Like
Psychotic.
And it's like,
yo.
The thing about that is you can kill anyone on the road when doing something like that, right?
Yeah, no, you're not even putting yourself in danger or your camera, and you're putting other people in danger as well.
Yeah, right, exactly. And it's like insane behavior. But it keeps going, Don. That's not even the final part of this video.
Okay.
Yep, it keeps going.
Okay.
From the vehicle.
I'm excited.
The vehicle is jacked, totaled. He looks at his boy. We can't see his boy yet. He looks at his boy and goes, yo, bro, you good? His boy doesn't say anything. Jack goes, all right, get this part, film this part. We get a shot of his boy and red stuff pouring from his boy's face. His boy looking disoriented. Yo. But his boy sticks the landing, grabs the phone, filming Jack talking about, yo, I just crashed my car. That's crazy. A police officer rushes to the scene. And this had me thinking, yo, cameraman must truly be invisible. Cameraman's filming. The police officer says, yo, what's going on? Y'all good? Jack like, I don't know what happened. I'm driving 1 second. The next second, boom, I hit a wall. Cops like, what's going on with your boy? Jack boy talking about, yo, did Tupac fly over to Mars yet? The police officer. More officers and medical personnel arrive. But the whole thing's still getting filmed. The show must go on. Jack suddenly takes off his shirt. I forgot to tell you this, but he takes off his shirt in a lot of videos. He takes off his shirt. Medical personnel is like, why you do that? Jack's like, I don't know. Probably just a reflex. Yo, my car, bro. Come on. Looking at the camera. My car. And then, of course, like all the other stuff I've talked about, he makes YouTube videos about it. I crashed my car. Kick bans. Kick is a live stream platform. They don't ban anybody. Their whole motto is basically, come on over. If everybody else bans you, come to us. They ban them. They're like, yo, you OD.
What?
And Jack was already declining, but this really makes him plummet. The girls that were working with him, a lot of them stop working with him. They just start cutting it off. Because remember, the whole point of working with him is his name. If his name is in the mud, that's going to drag you to the mud. They hop shit.
Yeah,
and it
that's right.
seems he's gotten to the point where every YouTuber that does things for clout gets. Because it's okay if you take things really far and everyone hates you.
Wait, the video's
also
ending.
okay if people get bored
more?
of you because you might
I
be
have
able to
more
come back
information.
later. But if people hate you and they're bored of you, you're cooked. And well,
Okay, I got T, sis.
Okay, go on.
Jack Doherty
Go on.
literally was talking to people after he got banned. He moved back over to Twitch, actually. Right?
What?
He started live streaming on Twitch, and they were, and like one of his management was asking about like his streaming, and like, don't worry, Kick will bring me back. I got banned. Actually, I mean, I got suspended. I'll be back. They never brought him back. He's still banned, by the way. He has that much of an ego. He thought they would bring him back. So next up, he goes on Twitch, and he starts shilling that he's going to be putting insane amounts of money into a pump dot fund. That's
A what?
right. He is ready to start a coin so that he can pump and dump, baby. That's right. And he goes, I know which one I'm gonna choose. Like, sorry, I'm gonna figure it out. Blah blah blah. It's the perfect one. Wait till I go live. We're gonna take it all the way to a market cap of 100K, or I think it was 100 mil or something stupid like that. Actually, but I don't think it was 100K. It was more than that. It was 100 mil. Anyway, it's yeah, we're going to the fucking moon. Blah blah blah. Guess what it's called?
What's it called?
Crash McLaren. He made a shit coin after him crashing a car. And he tried to rug pull it, right? Which rug pulling, I don't know if you know the term, is when basically when creating like a meme coin or any cryptocurrency, there is a thing called pre-sales where people who originate the coin or those who are original investors into the coin, they're able to pre-purchase it before it goes live, right?
Okay.
And thus, when it goes live, they have a cheaper version of its price because they bought it early, right? When it goes public, the price will increase in value. This is how a proper rug pull is done. The moment that it increases in value because more people are investing into it, the original holders will pull out. Thus, it's a pump where people jump in and they dump it by putting it back onto the people where the coin is now worthless. That was what he was trying to perform. He tried to perform it 3 more times unsuccessfully.
What?
What?
He
failed
is
that video?
actually on broke hours and
so
is still
satisfying.
going through the lawsuit litigation currently from the previous thing mentioned in the video.
I think there's
Wow.
quite a few lawsuits against him right now, isn't there?
Yeah, I think the most he made out of his one of the rug pulls was 80K. I'm pretty sure. I don't fully
Jeez.
remember, but somewhere's around there.
And that's just basically taking people's money.
Yeah. Rug
Just
pull.
Completely.
People
Man,
invested
I need
into
to
the
show
thing
you.
and
I
just
need to
pull
show
it
you the
out.
world of like crypto. Do you know about Haktua coin?
I heard about she did the same thing. I heard about she tried to do she got people to buy a coin and she pulled out, and then there was a whole thing about her going how it wasn't her fault, she had no idea what was going on, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Something
so
like
like
that.
allegedly, like what happened was that she technically had like an investment group so that they like called it a fund that was being accessed through. So rather than it going directly through her chain of hand, it was one separation extended away to try to help her legally. But if ain't gonna save her legally, that's not how that works because her name
so
is
she's
directly tied to
cooked.
the fund. That's right. And the person who exposed all of this was a YouTuber, a fantastic investigator here on YouTube named CoffeeZilla. He
The
is
GOAT.
one of the best investigators we have, especially the cryptocurrency space, and especially when it comes to influencers. And he jumped into a Twitter live where he talked to them directly, and he cooked their asses so bad that at one point they muted his mic.
Real.
They got so embarrassed by him
Damn.
because he was just exposing them live. It was crazy. He was bar after bar, word for word. He ate them up. He ate them up. No crumbs. No
And the
crumbs.
Huck Tour girl basically got famous for people liking her as well, and she just done this. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And honestly, the YouTube pipeline really is like you get your 15 seconds of fame from a short clip, you make a podcast, then you rug pull some coin. And she really did the full speed run. Meme into podcast into coin. And I was like, damn, she really gone now, ain't she? Like that's
she's
it.
finished.
Like,
She's
God damn.
finished. She could have been streaming on Twitch or something, man. She got an audience for it.
Yeah. I mean,
Man.
her podcast did drop down from being top 10 down to like less than top 100 at the time where she made the coin. So
Yeah.
her viewership was
Sounds
plummeting.
I mean, even less than 100 doesn't really sound that bad, though.
Yeah, no. You still are making mad money through that. But when
Yeah,
you're a
you know-
greedy ass hoe.
Yeah. You start doing a bit too much.
Because you're gonna be like, what? I used to be making $1 million every week. I don't understand. And then,
So-
what do I do? So, there's also a lot of like pre-sale, like, and a lot of fees, a lot of entry, like purchasing fees as well, and like a lot of bullshit like that. So there's just a lot. There's a lot of mumbo jumbo with that. Anyway, so just don't enter into the crypto space, man. If you want to invest, I'm not here to give you investment advice. It's not actually legally binding investment advice. This is just me being old as shit. Invest properly and, get a tax-free savings account. Learn how to invest into those properly. Like, listen, if you're not somebody who has a large amount of money, but you got something to spare on the side, look into that. Looking into like situations with certain banking companies that you're able to like lock off your money for a year or two in a high interest savings or high interest yield account. Make your money that way if you're not willing to risk it, right? Because that's just appreciation. Like, you're good, right? Like, there's safer ways to level up your money than doing bullshit like this.
And plus, it's from a YouTuber. Like, don't listen to
Right?
them. Like,
She was in Haktua on that
Like,
bag. You
come
really?
on.
Dang.
she got
It's from a
famous
shitty-
for maybe giving great head. Don't invest in her. Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean?
Like, listen, invest into her. Like, if she was giving you tutorials on sucking dick, maybe
Yeah.
I would be
Maybe
like,
she-
sure,
yeah,
I would like
okay,
to know your
cool.
knowledge.
So that's how you don't gag. All right, cool.
Yeah, like, if she was teaching
Oh,
some
what
shit
it-
like that, sure, like, okay.
What does she know about crypto?
Yeah, well,
Nothing.
exactly.
Like, if
Right?
I ever try to crypto thing, don't. I don't know
I
about
mean,
crypto.
honestly, if we gonna be super real, she should have started an OnlyFans.
That's what she should have done.
Yeah,
Because
that would have
if you've
been.
made it popular off of a sex joke,
Then
you could start an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Even like, and I'm
That's
not
what she
saying
should've
like,
done.
right? And I'm not saying that like, it's your body, your life, right? You don't have to feel pressure to do it. But I mean, if you're willing to scam people, then I don't feel
If
like your
you're-
morals are too high.
Yeah,
Reach.
if you're
Yeah.
about that money, if you're really about that money and you're, like you say, really scam people, then go make an only. Why not?
Allegedly scam, of course, because we're not here to get
No,
sued
no,
by
sh-
anybody. Of course.
Oh yeah, allegedly. Sorry, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. There we go,
Air
there we go.
quotes. But if that's what you wanted to do, and I'm not gonna lie, if you had to mute someone because they cooked you that badly, I don't know about the allegedly part, but you could have made an OnlyCans, and then you could have probably been making bank for a longer period of time than just doing a traditional podcast and whatever. But for some reason, maybe your ego got too big. I'm not doing that because I think I actually heard her say I'm not doing OnlyFans because of
Why?
whatever.
I don't understand why
whatever.
some people feel. I mean, I understand it morally, right? Like, but it's like if you're willing to scam somebody, I just don't think your morals are high enough.
Yeah.
Like, if
Yeah.
you're willing to f over people's
Yeah.
livelihoods, no.
Yeah. You might as well
No.
get that pussy out and just start showing out off at this
Yeah, that's
point.
what I'm saying.
at least they're getting something from you for their money. You know
right?
what I mean?
Like,
You know.
and like
At
that's
least,
like,
at least they get to see if that hot cooker is actually hot cooking. You know.
yeah,
what I'm
that's what I want to
saying?
know. That's what I want to know. I want to know. Genuinely, if she put something on P-Hub of her sucking dick, I would check it out. I'd be curious.
She
I'm like,
too.
is she actually
Be
good or
real.
not? Right? After
Yeah.
that, like, I would want just curiosity. Like,
Exactly. Like, I watched Kim K's thing a couple times just to see if she was about. You know what I mean? Anyway.
actually, I never watched Kim K's one. Is she good?
No, it was horrible. I can't even lie.
That's,
It was not
that
great.
was
She was
Ray
quite
J,
boring.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love me some Ray J.
It was actually pretty boring. I can't even lie. Like,
Damn.
and Kim was more natural then, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
she
yeah, no, I
looks
get you.
quite different to what she looks like now. And I'm like, you grew older. How'd you look younger? Like,
Oh.
but yeah, that was when you're rich.
Anyways, Fax, any thoughts about this? Sorry, we were just kind of going off for a second.
No, you good. I'm mind blown that anybody ever just even slightly thinks about when a creator or somebody promotes a crypto coin ever, even slightly has a thought of, oh yeah, let me spend money on.
Well, the idea that a lot of them have, to be honest, is that they're
crazy.
like, if I put my money in, maybe I can rug it at the right time. Like, they try to gamble on it. Some people do that.
Oh, so they're kind of playing a 50-50 as well.
Yeah, but even then, the percentage is so much lower than that because pre-sales are where the real moneymakers are, not when the coin goes live. When the coin goes live, you're risking way too much trying to, yeah.
Right. So it's not
So-
even really worth it like that then. You might as well
Yeah.
invest in, like you said, a non-tax-free thing.
Yeah, like tax-free savings and things like that. Like, there's like
Yeah.
very legitimate ways with your money.
Yeah,
If you feel like
yeah.
you want to put it aside, that can like appreciate it. Like, it's it just sucks because a lot of this information's online, but people are so used to like getting fed things through social media that they like grab onto that for money rather than like just Googling other things that their banks offer.
Yeah,
right?
plus if it's someone that they like as well, when it's like, for example, their favorite influencer, and they're like, oh my God, she's doing a thing. She seems like a nice person. She's not gonna, you know what I mean? They're like, okay, cool, I'll give you my money. And then it's like, oh, sucker. So these influencers don't have your back. Like,
Yeah,
they really don't.
exactly. Like
They
personally,
don't
I'm
have your
invested
best
in
interest at heart.
stocks. Like I'm invested, I have like diversified income, right? So like I'm invested in stocks. I'm invested in various ones. I don't really want to go into it because I don't want this to turn into unintentional investment advice because that makes me liable. And I ain't trying to get sued. But I am invested into multiple things that one of them did extremely well. And I'll talk about this a little bit. Like I invested in Nvidia quite a few years ago. And
yeah, Nvidia is richer than Apple now. Apparently.
Yeah,
Is it Apple? I think it's Apple. Yeah.
Nvidia took off super hard, which was great. I didn't invest that much into it, but I was invested into it, which was great for me. And yeah, like there's a few other investments that I made when I realized, when I was just like kind of looking at like how the economy was moving and looking at the housing crisis, I was like, okay, what do I think would go up with the increase of demand? And I was like, okay. And like that's how I based my investments off of. And I'm like, okay, even if something dips, I just kind of kept it sitting there. And over the course of a few years, I was like, oh, cool. Like a lot of these have gone up. Even when the scary dips happened for some of them, like they eventually did make more than I initially put in, right?
Yeah.
But this is not investment advice. This is just discussing like don't risk your money in crypto spaces. Look into like proper investment avenues, and even those can be risky. So if you want to go with the safest options, you want to go with ones like locking away your money in a bank account, like a secure account.
Yeah, and then you're guaranteed the extra money at the end of the year.
return.
Whatever you put in there. But my dad did the investment thing with Deliveroo, and it ended up working out well for him as well.
So, yep, that's just life with people who are f***ing pushing 30.
We're old, and in fact, he's just there twiddling his thumbs like.
He goes, wow,
Yeah.
wow. It's so cool, wow.
Oh, man.
Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you had fun alongside us. Check out the original video by this creator in the description below. He is such a precious gem, and I cannot wait to check out more videos by him because, oh my god, his charisma, max.
Legendary, amazing.
So good. Anyways, check us out also in the description below. All of our social medias will be there, as well as our personal YouTube channels in case you feel like binging more content. And like, subscribe. We upload often. I don't know how often, but pretty often. Often enough that you'll love us. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll catch you later. Bye.
In a bit.